And coming up next, our main event, a matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. Well, he may not have the gold at home to prove it, but many believe on any given Saturday night you are looking live at the best middleweight on this roster, the Brazilian Paulo Costa, the artist formerly known as Borrachinha, but man, has he been erasing UFC competition left and right. His fight against Yoel Romero will be one that they are talking about deep into the next century. This man is the total package, and tonight looks to inch one step closer to future UFC golden boot. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world. This man ubiquitously regarded as the top 85er at present. Some people believe this is the greatest middleweight of all time. He certainly does, and he has goals even beyond that. He wants to be one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time, and in order to preserve that goal, this is a title defense, simply put, that he's got to have.
Are you ready?
All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place?
Well, we talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC. Good defense to block the strike coming back. Shows him the left and then follows it up with a right. Nice 1-2 punch there by Costa.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Well, he continues to find the openings tonight. Beautiful connection with the punch there.
Accuracy at its best.
Oh!
He's hurt. He's hurt bad.
Back to the feet. Oh! Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for the powerful Paulo Costa. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
Over the top, this fight's gonna be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly. Oh, nice jab.
Oh! Now connects with a right. That one appeared to stun him.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Oh, straight right. Oh! Oh, he might be out. Back to the feet.
He got him back.
Another knockdown. Back to the feet. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
He's done. He's done.
Just the way he drew it up as he gets the knockout victory here tonight, it's hard to land a strike more flush than he did right there, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming. So he'll see the replay and probably shake his head, but ultimately this is a huge result and a huge win for that fighter here tonight. And there is the undisputed king of the 185-pounders, the UFC middleweight champion of the world. And how about the knockout to get the job done tonight?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 8 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus Silva Duplessis.
All right, so off the record, you'd like the champion to get it done tonight, and that is how it played out, and still UFC middleweight champion. Congratulations, Arnold.
It makes you feel like you know what you're talking about, when in reality you don't. But this guy makes me feel like a professional because it's hard to bet against him. Congratulations once again, champ.
Too humble, Sam. Just too humble. And coming up next, our main event, a matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. Looking to become the UFC middleweight champion of the world, here he is, the #1 middleweight contender. For a long time, this man has been one of the best 85ers in the world, but this title fight eluded him. It is here right now. He is healthy. He is smack dab in the middle of his prime, and he believes he is the best 85er in the world and is out to prove just that tonight and walk away with 12 pounds of UFC gold. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world. This man ubiquitously regarded as the top 85er at present. Some people believe this is the greatest middleweight of all time. He certainly does, and he has goals even beyond that. He wants to be one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time, and in order to preserve that goal, this is a title defense, simply put, that he's got to have. All right, now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age, and they both possess a similar height and reach. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out O2 Arena in London, England, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 175 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Torres. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Dricus Stillman Du Plessis.
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
Ready?
All right, let's get this one started here. Round 1 is underway. And we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is usually the one that will have the advantage. But we know what a high-level striker is. And this guy is as high level as we've ever seen in the UFC.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Torres gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. Whoa!
Dude's hooking. Go get him.
Oh, he is up, but man, is he hooked. A finish could come here at any time. All right, single collar tie now.
That landed clean. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Well, it's not due to a lack of effort. He continues to throw, but this is like double-A striking. This is not high level.
Yeah, you can't be missing. It takes so much energy to just throw a strike, but to be with it. Oh, he tasted that knockout line. He tasted the knockout line. He's done. He's done. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. And there he is, our UFC middleweight champion of the world. What an outstanding knockout here to finish the job tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne is going to stop to this contest at 1 minute, 51 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Torres.
All right, so we got a new UFC middleweight champion, and this is a title that no one can ever take away from you. He's got a UFC belt at his home for the rest of his life.
For the rest of his life. And they say it takes a village to build a champion. If you look behind him, celebrating with his coaches, you know that they have all been on this journey for a long time to the UFC championship.
And coming up next, our main event, a matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. Looking to become the UFC middleweight champion of the world, here he is, the #1 middleweight contender. For a long time, this man has been one of the best 85ers in the world, but this title fight eluded him. It is here right now. He is healthy. He is smack dab in the middle of his prime, and he believes he is the best 85er in the world and is out to prove just that tonight and walk away with 12 pounds of UFC gold. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world. This man ubiquitously regarded as the top 85er at present. Some people believe this is the greatest middleweight of all time. He certainly does, and he has goals even beyond that. He wants to be one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time, and in order to preserve that goal, this is a title defense, simply put, that he's got to have. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, and they both possess a similar height and reach. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out O2 Arena in London, England, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Introducing the challenger, Van Buren. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 175 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Torres.
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go as round 1 gets underway. 2 world-class level strikers here, and the expectation is we're going to get a kickboxing match here in the octagon.
Yes, we are going to get a striking match. One guy is very good at kicks. The other guy has unbelievable hands. Let's see what type of attack is going to win the battle of 2 great stand-up fighters. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Slips the punch. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the counter.
Oh, looking to set up the counter kick. That one's no good.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
All right, so another swing and a miss, and I'd imagine if your gas tank is this low, you got to find times to try to preserve that energy and get yourself back to a place where you can actually dole out some damage.
Yeah, you got to get out to space, find places to rest and recover. Get against the octagon, go to the clinch, find ways to just recover so that when you have that explosion, it actually has some meaning to it.
Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job finding the range to land those punches.
Glancing right hand lands upstairs. Oh, that right hand is on point. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block a shot that's incoming. Look at the whip action that comes from that kick.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the opening round. Oh! There as he lands it. Maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting.
Beautiful takedown lands.
Into the final minute of this
Now he's trying to
championship
guillotine.
fight.
Watch guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, countering, it looks like with a Bob Flu choke, or maybe we should call it the OSP now, but trying to get out of the guillotine by submitting his opponent. Incredible. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round, saved by the bell. So back to the stool, mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
You ready? You ready?
And he landed the right hand there. Oh, man, that's a nice kick right there.
He's doing a great job of landing that kick over and over again.
Back to the feet. Big knee to the body. Nice punch by Torres. Ooh. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a common move. A huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Oh! Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh. And now he's hooked.
That's one of those shots, and if you take one of them, in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Oh! Well, the octagon. Oh!
Both of these gentlemen are putting it on the line.
Oh! Oh! Just digs into the body.
That shot with every part of himself, and now he's got his opponent hurt.
Oh!
He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Gets up again here, but hurting. Visibly limping here. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw.
Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
All All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time...
And this might just be a matter of time. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control.
Well, side...
Oh, you don't want to be anywhere near his guillotine choke. Might have the neck here. All right, so a big knockdown in that last round, DC. We'll show you the replay. Nearly had him out of there.
He almost had him out. He had him gone. He hurt him real bad. He thought the fight was over. But the night will go on. The dance continues. Will this be the final dance?
Are you ready? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Missed with that right hand.
Set it up. Use your footwork.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Nice defense there. Huge block.
Nice looping punch.
Oh, single collar tie here. Hey, finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort, but finally that shot was good enough to get his opponent down.
I don't know how many times, John, I could have watched this guy.
Land right there, his opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. This dude needs to grab. He needs to wrestle. He has to do something. He cannot get another shot like
short night for his opponent, but that was just one perfectly placed strike that his opponent candidly didn't even see coming. It landed flush, and the rest, as they say, is history. Big knockout win for him here tonight. All right, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight, but don't ignore all the work he did with his hands, and give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way, and in order to get a fight of the night like you got tonight, both guys have to be willing to participate.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 48 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dan Hughes.
All right, so how about this, DC? We have a new UFC middleweight champion, and in this era of the 185ers, this division has never been stronger. They're all chasing a new man tonight.
One of the toughest divisions in the entire UFC, and right now he sits atop it. Congratulations to a fantastic fighter.